In the book of Chronicles, we have somebody called Yohanan, Yahya, or John. So it's a historical error in the Quran.
In books, you find a lot of corruption in books, both the Quran and both the Bible.
You said a man can make mistakes, right?
Of course.
But the Quran is known as the divine words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
You're an ex-Muslim, so you must know that it was a recitation, right?
Okay, yeah.
So it is thing that you memorize in your head.
Yeah.
So it's safe by that. So these men that memorized the Quran from back in the days, they were whole. So they were losing their recitation.
Yeah.
They don't want to lose it. So a group of men come together now and say, guess what? Bring in what you remember of what the Prophet said. Let us write them down.
Okay.
So that me and you and all of us know what was said from before. And then when they write down these things, they call it the Quran. Wasn't the Quran before?
Okay. So
because the Quran is a book. Let me get to the point. The Quran is a book. So let me ask this question. Do you think that when they compile this book and they write these things down, do you think that these old men in the past was losing their remembrance? So they write down these things and they make some mistake. This is the reason why. This is the reason why this same book that you're reading, it said, if you're in doubt,
go to the people of the book.
Thank you very much.
Who's the people of the
book?
book?
So if you read this statement and you're in doubt of what you read, then you go back to the scripture from before. And then you find out the truth.
Okay.
Alhamdulillah.
I know. Okay.
There you go.
Now can I speak? Can I speak now?
There you go.
Can I speak now? Okay. So
there you go. So
let me speak. Can I speak?
therefore,
I'll let you speak,
there is no problem.
I'll let you speak. Okay.
No problem.
So can I speak? Okay. So
No
again,
problem. Go on.
it is written here in Surah 19 verse 7. For any Muslim that doesn't know what he's saying, this is what it is written. Ya Zakariya inna nabshuruka bigulamin asmuh Yahya lam naj'allahu min qablu sami'a. In Surah 19 verse 7, it is written that no man was called Yahya previous to this person.
Right.
It says, "Oh Zachariah." So we know the father of this person is "Oh Zachariah."
Right.
Now you mentioned about the people of the book. If the people are in doubt, they're meant to go to the people of the book.
Exactly.
So the Injil shows Zachariah's son is John the Baptist, John.
Right.
So we know that this Yahya is John the Baptist.
Right. So the Bible corrected.
One more person.
So the Bible corrected.
One more point.
Go on.
So
the Quran is wrong.
we know the Quran is talking about this person.
You can't make mistake because a man write it.
1 minute. Okay.
Tell the other Muslims that.
Can, because
Tell the
I'm
other
right.
Muslims that.
Guys, please.
You can't make
Tell
mistake
the other
because a man
Muslims
write
that.
it.
1 minute,
Both the
guys.
Bible
Come on.
as well.
Okay, let me make a point.
Go on
Come on.
again.
I was gracious to you.
Yeah, go on now.
In the book of Chronicles, 1 Chronicles chapter 6 verse 10, this was written many decades, many centuries before Yahya, before Yohanan, in other words in Hebrew.
Right.
The word Yahya in Hebrew translates to Yohanan. This is what is written in 1 Chronicles chapter 6 verse 10.
Right.
Yohanan, the father of Azariah, served as a priest in the temple Solomon built in Jerusalem.
Right.
So in other words, we have a Yohanan, we have a Yahya before John the Baptist.
Right.
The Quran.
Before
Yeah, so
John the Baptist.
the Quran. Yes, let me.
So
One minute. I'll let you speak. This last point.
Because you speak too long. Because when you speak
Last
too
point.
long,
Last point.
I'll
let you speak.
Make it be sharp.
Okay, last point.
Because when you're speaking too long, what you said in the beginning, I don't remember
Okay,
what you said.
I'll make this.
So make it
I'll
sharp.
summarize it. I'll summarize it.
Because you're speaking too long.
Okay. So the Quran says in Surah 19 verse 7 that no man was called Yahya previous to this person.
Yes, and then you find out there are men that call.
There are men called Yahya previous to John the Baptist.
Okay.
The Quran makes a mistake. Answer this mistake.
Cool. You want me to answer this? You want to answer this?
Is the Quran a mistake? Yes or no?
You want to answer this mistake?
He said yes.
Let me answer you. Personally, every book was written by man. And I'm telling you this right now, in front of the camera, because there's a camera there.
On the camera, yeah.
Is the Quran a mistake?
Books,
Has the Quran a mistake?
this man love to
He's
talk,
going
you
to
know.
say yes.
Okay, I'll let you speak. Yeah, let me
He's
speak.
gonna
Okay,
say
let's
yes.
go.
In books,
Yep.
you find a lot of corruption in books. Both the Quran and both the Bible.
Yeah.
So the
Because
corruption in the
books,
Quran.
they were
Let's be-
written by men. Men. Now the only truth, and you know the only truth is Yeshua. So therefore, if you read something in the Quran,
Yeah.
Wait.
and you, if you read something in the
Wait a
Quran,
second. Do you just
and you,
say-
and
a
you
minute.
believe, and
Wait,
you
let me
think,
say something.
man,
Let me tell him
If
something.
you read something in the Quran and you
Yeah.
believe or you think that is incorrect, then therefore you try to find out the truth about it,
Okay.
which you did.
Jesus is the truth.
But
Which you did, which you
okay.
did, sir.
Yes, sir.
You understand?
You
so
made a point.
Therefore,
You made a point. I need to respond.
me myself, I am
Okay.
going to do my research as
Okay.
well.
But let's can
And
I
if it-
research? Can I
hold
research?
on, man.
Please, okay.
And if it's incorrect,
Yeah.
I will come to you and I
Okay.
tell us the truth.
Okay.
Yes, it's incorrect.
Okay.
Fair enough.
I've heard what you said.
Good.
You said a man can make mistakes, right?
Of course.
But the Quran is known as the divine words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In Surah 18 verse 27, this is what is written. وَأَتْلُ مَا أُوحِيَ إِلَيْكَ مِنْ كِتَابِ رَبِّكَ لَا مُبَدِّلَ لِكَلِمَاتِهِ وَلَنْ تَجِدَ مِنْ دُونِهِ. So it is written, recite what has been revealed to you from the book of your Lord. None can change his words.
Right.
من كتاب ربك لا مبدل لكلماته. So none can change. Allah speak.
Then it's supposed to be recited.
None can change the word of Allah.
Same as the scripture from before. Then it's supposed to be recited, not put in our book format. So therefore, they should not put the word in our book format. So when they put the Quran in our book format, that is when they call it the Quran. It should not be in our book format. Okay? So this is the mistake that they make, to put it into a book format. It's supposed to be recited.
Okay.
Not in our book format,
Okay, yeah.
because the prophet did not tell them to put it in our book format.
Yeah. Okay, can I explain it?
Do you understand
Yeah,
now?
okay, so what he's trying to say.
Even the Bible the same.
Okay. Okay, good question. So what he's trying to say is that the Quran should not be in a book format.
Yeah.
But what he does not realize, in the Quran, it is written to obey Muhammad and the
Right.
people, let me speak, and the people in authority.
Right.
So the people at that time, when Muhammad passed away, who had authority, compiled it in a book.
Right.
So we should read the Quran in the book. In the early Quranic history, when they were reciting the Quran, it was written down in mushaf. Abu Bakr and Umar, they had, you should read their history, they compiled the Quran. I'll get you, I'll get you, sir.
Because this man,
Come on, sir,
this man,
I'll
you
get you.
believe in every.
Can I make a point? I'll let you speak.
You believe in everything that people wrote.
Let's not shout.
So you come to me, I'm not shouting, I'm talking
Don't-
loud.
don't let me speak, talk to me.
Listen, I am not shouting.
Should we time it?
I am speaking loud.
Should we time it?
So you come
But you
to
can't
me
interrupt me.
because everything that you telling me no
Why are you interrupting me?
is. I'm interrupting you.
I
I
speak-
go on
okay,
talk because
okay.
you love to talk.
Okay.
Go on
I'll
talk.
just say this 2 points for then.
Go
I'll
on,
let you speak
go
how
on,
long you
go
want.
on.
Okay, so the Quran says to obey Muhammad and the
Right.
people who are in authority
Right.
over the people. So the people who were authority at that
Yes.
time, the companions of Muhammad,
Right.
compiled the Quran in a
compile
book.
it.
So we should read the Quran in
Right.
the Mus'haf like how they were reading it. If he says no, then he's going against every single scholar in Islamic history. Now in the Quran it is written, let's get the verse up. It's written Surah 18:27. Recite what has been revealed to you from the book of your Lord. Kitabi. The word in Arabic, kitabi, means book. This is the book. So in other words, wherever we are reciting, we should recite from the
Yeah.
book of your Lord. So you have a historical error
Say they
in your
wrote that.
Quran,
Well,
which you have not answered about.
Say they wrote that. They wrote that down. So to believe in our book.
I'll let you speak
Let me
now.
ask that question. Is it from God? Because you say to believe in all the scholars. Is the scholars were appointed by God?
Okay.
No, they don't appointed by God. So therefore, you're talking to a man that believe in God and God only. And God alone is my teacher, not a book.
Good question.
So therefore, you listen to a book and you come to me with a book, with something in a book. You understand? There are many things that were written in a book by man that is not from God and that is from God. So when you read a book, you have to understand what is from God and what is not from God. You understand?
Yeah.
So therefore, you come to me with a book now and you believe in everything in the book. Some things what you said to me is not true
Okay.
because it's not from God.
Okay.
I am not the same as every minority Muslim. even though I am Muslim, I am not the same. Because I do not believe in books. Because the books, a book, sorry, can I borrow this?
Yeah.
This does not make me Muslim. This does not make me Muslim. Because my people were worshipping one God before this book come in.
Okay.
You understand?
Can I
So,
speak now?
yes, sir, you can
Okay,
go
thank
ahead.
you, sir. So again in Surah 4:59 it is written, O believers, who are the believers? They are the Muslims.
Right.
O believers, obey Allah and obey the Messenger.
Right.
And those in authority among you. When the Quran was compiled, it was compiled by the caliphs. The caliphs the caliphs had authority at the time when Muhammad passed away, and they compiled it in books. And these caliphs, whatever these caliphs wrote in the Quran, was based on the recitation of Muhammad and the companions. And we know in Surah 19 verse 7, they recited a historical error, that there is no person called Yahya prior to Zachariah's son, which is John the Baptist.
Because they are man.
But we know, well,
Because
listen,
they are man. They
we
can't make error.
know in history,
Yeah.
What's the tafsir?
we know in history, many people were called Yahya
Yeah.
prior to John the Baptist.
Yes.
It doesn't literally mean
well, I
name.
don't,
It doesn't
because
literally mean name.
they are man.
That's
They
the
can make
mistake
mistake.
you're making.
Who's
They are
Yahya?
man. They can make mistake.
I just,
They are man, sir. They can make mistake. They can make mistake.
Well, what's the semantic range of the Arabic word?
yes,
What's
so,
semantic
okay.
range? Tell me the semantic
I'm going to
range.
get that, I'm going to get that.
Okay, once you find that, you're going to see that it means likeness, character.
Oh, that's see,
No.
You could only go to that's see. You could only go by what Ibn Abbas says, Al-Jalalain says, Kafir says, because what they do.
No, but what's the semantic
That's what I'm going to try and say to you. So, what these scholars do when a Quranic verse has an error, they try to justify it to try
What's
to
the semantic
fool the Muslim
range?
community.
What's the
So
semantic
I'm going to
range?
get there.
And there are a lot of
Because
things.
you're taking it
Sorry,
literally.
no. And there was a lot of things that the scholars. There are a lot of things that the scholars do that fool the Muslim society.
Okay.
There's a lot of things that they do.
Okay.
What
I
you're
am
doing,
not-
you're taking
sir.
the verse
So,
and you're saying it literally.
I'm saying,
You're not looking
the
at it.
Quran said everything has been revealed in clear context, right? We don't need scholars
but what's the
we
semantic
don't
range?
need scholars to justify
Once
that.
you- once
I'm
you
going to
see
get
this-
there. Okay.
then go to it then.
Okay. So it says whose name will be. You read Arabic?
Huh?
You read Arabic?
No, but go to
But
the
do you read
semantic
Arabic?
page. I can read Arabic, but I
Okay.
can't
What does it say?
understand
What is this? Okay. So it says Ya Zakaria, inna nubashiruka bigaliman ya asmuh Yahya.
Asmuhu.
Yahya.
Yahya, yeah.
Yahya.
Now,
So
what's the semantic range?
it's trying to say, yes, I'm getting there.
Okay.
It's trying to say here in the Quran, we give you the good news of the birth of a son, whose name will be John. This is in
Yes.
English.
Yes.
A name we have not given to anyone before. So now you're gonna try and say this is in a likeness. You're gonna try and try to justify it.
Yes.
But the Quran says everything has been revealed in clear context. You shouldn't need
But what
scholars.
you're doing, you're getting the
You
English.
shouldn't.
You're taking the English.
I'll get into Arabic as well.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll get into Arabic as well. So you shouldn't need Arabic scholars to translate this. The Quran has been revealed in
But
clear
you're
context.
taking it in English.
Now, I'm going to get to Arabic. Now,
No, but
I'm going to say it in Arabic.
If you've got a verse
Are you
yeah,
gonna-
and you translate it,
Yeah, in Arabic.
yeah.
I'm going to get that. So,
Exactly, so go to the Arabic.
yeah,
then.
I will.
I've asked you
I'm
three
going to get the
times.
Arabic is Yahya.
Go to the
Okay.
Go to the Arabic.
Yeah.
Go to
Okay,
the
I'm
Arabic.
going to get that. You know, I think I've looked at this. So okay.
What do you have to say now?
The Arabic name is called Yahya.
Okay.
The name Yahya means God is gracious. When you translate Yahya in Hebrew, in English, it's called Yohanan and John.
We're not talking.
Let
we're
me
talking
speak.
about the
Okay, let
Arabic
me speak. You're
semantic
not
range.
let me speak.
Because
Okay,
you're
you're not
going
let me
back to your
speak.
point
You're
earlier.
not let me speak. You're not let me listen. So the name in Hebrew is Yohanan and John. This is the name in English and in Hebrew. If you translate Yohanan and John in Arabic, you will get Yahya. So either way, whatever semantics you want to play, there's no person called Yahya, Yohanan, or John previous to Zachariah's son. But in the book of Chronicles, we have somebody called Yohanan, Yahya, or John.
And do we
So it's
believe
a
that to be
historical
the Bible
error in the
we have
Quran.
today? Do we believe that to be
Either way, the book of Chronicles is
Okay.
dated many years to John the Baptist.
Now go to the semantic range. like
That's
I
what
asked you
I've
to.
said to you. What
Go
do
to
you,
the semantic range.
where do you want me to go to the
Every
semantic
books.
range? I've said,
Every books. Every
As
books.
you're bringing a verse and you don't even
yes,
know the meaning. of it.
bro, Yahya means God is
It's
gracious.
Bible now.
I've said to you, means God is
Okay,
gracious.
and what else can it mean?
Okay, that's what it means. God
What
is
else
gracious.
can it mean?
That's what it means.
It can talk about likeness as well. The name. It doesn't
Oh
literally
my-
mean name.
Okay, so what does it say here? Okay, Okay, now I want to get you another
Sorry,
one.
let me.
If you're not gonna go to the semantic
sorry,
I'm
I'm
gonna-
gonna Quran. Let me your Quran.
In the Quran, it says everything
Hey,
is
listen,
revealed in
listen.
clear context. You
Every
shouldn't
book.
need scholars to. You
Every
shouldn't need
book.
scholars to interpret.
Okay, but you're going to
Okay, you
the
shouldn't.
translation.
I'm
you're
not
not
get,
looking
okay,
at
you
the
shouldn't need scholars to
That they
interpret.
said was sent by God.
Whether you look at it in the Hebrew, whether you look at it in Arabic or in the English, the name Yahya still applies.
Okay.
And this person, Zachariah, this person, Zachariah's
It doesn't
son,
literally mean name.
this
It
person,
doesn't literally
Zachariah's
mean
son,
name.
Yahya, right? Many people have been called this name before John the Baptist's son.
In it and put different words to make it mean what it not mean.
Right, where's
I
my
can
Quran,
prove
man?
to you.
Where's my
I
Quran?
can prove to you.
Where's my Quran? Where's my
this,
Quran?
Well,
Where's my
no,
Quran?
let me have a Quran. Sorry, one. No, this one.
It's not literally only name Sammy.
No,
Classical
this
Arabic
one
here
supposed
is
to be
Chat
full
GTP.
Yeah.
Chat GTP, you know that's not
Look at
reliable.
the semantic
You know
range.
Chat GTP is not reliable to look at.
Classical Arabic here in full semantic range is peer, likeness, equivalent, competitor, rank, someone similar in station. This is how the classical.
I'm going, okay,
this
listen,
born
he's
usage.
going by what Chat GTP says.
Because
I'm
I'm
going
looking at
what
the
the, I'm
semantic
going by what the
range.
Quran
And
says.
you're not looking at the semantic.
You don't need to,
Tell
okay,
me
listen,
somewhere where
bro,
you can find the
please.
semantic
Okay.
range.
So,
Tell me somewhere where you can find the semantic
is
range.
Allah, is Allah,
Can you
is
find the
Allah
semantic
above or
I've
Muhammad
asked you
above?
10 times. Can you
What
find the
does it?
semantic
Okay,
range?
does it say to go to a semantic
What's the
range?
semantic range?
Does it say
It
to go to a
doesn't
semantic
tell you,
range?
because it's
Okay,
in
what
English.
does name mean?
Tell me.
What
It means a gathering. Because right now,
What does
Semantic
I've
range.
told you? What does
Tell
it
me.
means? Name. It means name.
They take
No,
out
it's
the
not.
true name
So a
of
semantic
Yeshua
range
and
means only
place
one
it
word.
with Lord.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bro,
Thank
can you read this? What does it say?
Tell me the semantic
Yes, it
range.
means name. There's no semantic
No.
range. It means it's a person.
That's it.
It's talking about a
Literally.
person.
You need to look at the
Yes.
semantic
Okay.
range.
So okay, you know what the Quran
When are you
says?
going to find the semantic
In the
range?
Quran,
When are you going to
there's
find
no
the
semantic range in your Hadith.
Tell me the semantic
There's no
range. You
semantic
told me
range in
earlier
it.
you would find it, and now you're not finding
Bro,
it.
there's no semantic range in this part.
Okay.
Are you
That's
gonna-
why Sam's
can you,
got
okay,
you.
can you
It's
answer this
okay,
question?
it's
Okay, run away, run
Tell
away.
me the semantic
Okay,
range.
there's no
That's all I'm
semantic range
asking.
in here.
That's all I'm asking.
There's no semantic range in here.
Obviously, it's not going to be direct.
Okay,
Quran.
so you're going above anybody else in the Quran. Is Allah above or Chat GTP
There's
above?
something called
Is Allah above or Chat GTP above?
It's okay.
Okay.
I'm telling you something.
So,
And you can't find it.
bro, you, okay.
Not in
You're
our book.
So,
taking it
and
literally,
it's
that's what I'm trying to
okay.
say.
You have to take the Quran literally.
No, you don't.
Okay, so
That's what
okay,
Wahhabis do.
Allah subhanahu wa taala says in the
sorry.
Quran.
Okay.
Allah subhanahu wa taala says in the Quran in Surah 19 verse 7. Ya Zakaria, inna nubashiruka bi gulamin asmuhu Yahya. Now it's written in the Quran. What are you looking for? It's written in the Quran. The angel announced, "O Zachariah, indeed we give you the good news of the birth of his son, whose name will be John, a name we have not given to anybody else." Now, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talking about a person that no person has been called John. Muslims are going above all kinds of semantics to try to justify any other claims. Allah clearly says no person has been called Yahya or called John before this person. But we know many people before John the Baptist, before Yahya, were called this person. In the book of Chronicles, there's a person called Yohanan who's called Yahya as well, or called John. So the Quran is an historical error which they have to try to justify, saying this is a semantic range. It's a complete lie. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is above any scholars you will have in human history. And he's talking this is a person whose name was not being given to anybody else. A name we have not given to anyone else before. So they can't justify this. Khalas.